Hello, everybody. This is the Doty Avenue Traffic Calming Meeting number 2. On behalf of the City of Ann Arbor, I would like to thank you all for joining us in this opportunity to engage with you, the community members, and neighbors. These traffic calming projects rely on resident feedback, and we appreciate and encourage participation. If you didn't get a chance to, a poll we did not launch today. My name is Christina, and I will be presenting tonight. I work for Wade Trim, an engineering firm based here in Southeast Michigan. The traffic calming team for Doty Avenue is a partnership between the City of Ann Arbor and Wade Trim. We have been contracted by the city to assist with the city's traffic calming program. This includes data collection, design work, project management, hosting public meetings, and sending out communications to the public. From Wade Trim, team members include Chris, Lori, Christy, and myself. So if you see our names or the Wade Trim name throughout this project, just know that we are working on behalf of the City of Ann Arbor. With this partnership, we are working closely with City of Ann Arbor staff. There are a number of city staff members and departments we coordinate with throughout these projects, but specifically, we have been working with Andrea and Chris. Here is our meeting agenda for tonight. Most of tonight's time will be dedicated to Section 4, the preliminary plan, where we'll review and discuss each proposed traffic calming device. If you're joining from a computer or using the Zoom app, there are 2 ways of asking questions and providing feedback. You can press the raise hand button at the bottom of your screen. This will notify the host, me. You can also lower your hand with the same button. When recognized to speak, the host will allow you to unmute. If you would rather type a question or comment, you can press the Q&A button. A chat box will appear. You can type in the message and press send to submit your message. If you would like to send your feedback anonymously, please make sure to check that box. For any attendees dialing in by phone, you may request to speak by dialing *9. You will be recognized to speak by the last 3 digits of your phone number, and the host will unmute you. You will not be able to use the Q&A function. If you are dialing in by phone, you don't need to let us know your name unless you wish not to remain anonymous. I do know that people dialing in by phone like to introduce themselves, so if you want to do that, great. If not, I completely understand. There will be multiple points throughout the presentation where community feedback will be requested through Zoom's polling feature. If you're on a computer or using the Zoom app and a poll is launched, it will automatically pop up. After you answer the polling question, press submit. When the poll closes, results will automatically pop up. Press close to stop viewing the results. For attendees dialing in by phone, the host will read the question and available responses out loud. To participate in the poll, press *9. The host will recognize you by the last 3 digits of your phone number and unmute you, allowing you to answer the polling question. The host will then place you back on mute. Please note the computer and app polling is anonymous during the meeting, but dial by phone polling is not. As a test, we will launch our first poll. The question is, do you live in the project area? Available answers are yes and no. Thank you everyone for voting. Looks like we're unanimous. We all live in the project area. During the presentation, and especially during any feedback from your fellow community members, please keep these Zoom norms in mind. We have started on time and we endeavor to end on time. Please raise your hand to be recognized to speak. There will only be one speaker at a time. Move to a quiet area and silence any background sounds when speaking. Speak loud and clear so we can all hear you. Everyone will be provided a chance to speak before a repeat speaker. Please be respectful of other ideas and perspectives. Try to differentiate between I know, facts, and I think, opinions. Inappropriate written or verbal comment or language, including personal attacks or accusations, will result in the attendee being removed from the meeting in the unlikely event that this happens. Have we missed anything? Please use the Q&A function freely. We will be monitoring throughout the meeting. To keep with our meeting schedule, we may wait for dedicated breaks in the presentation to answer questions live or recognize speakers. If there are any questions or comments at this time, please use the Q&A function or raise your hand. This is the preliminary plan that was mailed to project area addresses and marked on the street for the self-guided tour. A typical speed hump diagram is on the left. An example from Wells Street is shown on the right. Speed humps are typically 12 feet long, 3 inches high, have a parabolic shape, and extend the full width of the street except for the gutter. Studies have found benefits of speed hump treatments may include speed reduction, traffic volume reduction, and crash reduction. Some other notes regarding speed humps are: the height is designed for ease of bike usage and bicycle safety. If previously permitted, vehicles can park on speed humps, and trash cans can be placed on speed humps if necessary. If there are any questions about the devices we just reviewed, please raise your hand or use the Q&A function. This next section will be a review of the devices in our proposed plan and audience polling for support on each device. Device number 1 is a speed hump near 2002 Dexter or 208 Doty Avenue. A note on the placement of this device before I launch the poll: due to ongoing construction in this area, the sign and pavement markings for this device are a little skewed. Please note that this device will be equidistant between the two nearest driveways. At this time, it is placed heavily towards one driveway towards the west. In reality, it will be placed evenly between those two driveways. There was excavation happening while I was painting the lines, so that could not be symmetrically placed. But at this time, I will launch poll number 1, and you can let us know if you support device number 1. The question is, do you support device number 1? Available answers are: yes, I support this device and I live in the project area. Yes, I support this device and I do not live in the project area. No, I do not support this device and I live in the project area. And no, I do not support this device and I do not live in the project area. Thank you everyone for responding. Looks like we have some unanimous support for device number 1. Device number 2 is a speed hump near 307 Doty Avenue. Do you support device number 2? Yes, you live in the project area. Yes, you don't live in the project area. No, and you live in the project area. No, and you do not live in the project area. All right, thank you, everyone. Again, unanimous support. Thank you very much. And device number 3 is near 1907 Arbor View and 325 Doty Avenue. For device number 3, do you support device number 3? All previous options are available, including the yeses, the nos, and living in the project area and not. Some things to keep in mind are that legal on-street parking is still permissible at speed humps, and they are designed to be safe for vehicles and bicyclists to travel over. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Does anyone have any questions or comments at all? Following today's meeting, we will post the presentation and this recording to the project website in the next week or so. We will also post a summary of today's polling and use feedback to finalize the design plan. Once the final plan is ready, we will post to the project website. We will also mail the final questionnaire to the project area addresses by June 3rd. You will have the option to complete the poll by mail or online, just like the initial poll. But the deadline to electronically complete or postmark your response, if I could speak clearly, is June 23rd. The requirement to move forward is of those participating in the polling, there needs to be a greater than 50% approval of the final plan. If that requirement is met, our team will then prepare a cost estimate to be presented to City Council for budgeting. Please, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to raise your hand or post in the Q&A. If you have no questions or comments during this presentation, my contact information is on the screen right now. Please feel free to give me a call or send me an email. I would love to answer any questions that you might have about this project. If you would like email notifications about upcoming mailing packages, you can type your email in the Q&A or send me an email directly to add you to the contact list. If you have any additional questions or comments, the meeting will remain open for another, I'll give it 15 minutes. Otherwise, you may leave at any time. Thank you very much for your time and participation this evening. We appreciate your care and interest in this project and hope you enjoy the rest of your night.